On this episode of Film, we're going to be talking about what we've been watching. The Paper, The English Teacher, Peacemaker Season 2 Episode 4, The Long Walk, and Demon Slayer the Movie Infinity Castle. Welcome to Film, where we break down film in a way anyone can enjoy. Whether you're new to movies or a seasoned fan, you're in the right place. Right now, I know you guys are kind of like, where are they? Where
could they be?
So we I'm just playing. We just got a little busy and we decided to do it a virtual podcast this time. Virtual pod. But I'm excited. And are you on my left or my right?
To me, you're on the right. So I would be to your left.
Hey, works out perfectly. To my left, I got my boy, Izzy, ZDB. How you doing, sir?
Good. Tired. Stressed. Look at my room. When we were setting up, it was like, oh, you gotta show your collection. Yeah, look at that. That's my physical game collection. Slowly coming together for my PS5. I'm proud of it. I couldn't be more proud of it. I have one full row done and like a quarter of a row. So I'm thinking by the end of the year, I'll be halfway done with that second row.
Now, would you recommend people get physical copies of video games, or does it matter if they do digital? Here's
the thing. Nowadays, technically, it doesn't matter. Because what the benefit of owning your games physically is like actually owning the games, but now like I just basically have less of a download. I don't even I still have to download the game when I buy it, so it's like compared to say a game was 100 gigabytes, maybe the disc has 20 gigabytes on it. There are other 80 gigabytes I still have to download, so it doesn't even matter. I just purely like it because it looks good on a shelf, and I like being able to grab my games from a little thing. And so there's nothing like going to a GameStop and buying a game. It's gotten to the point where I'm I know them in there. I walk in, I go hey, how are you? Oh my gosh, I'm always in my work uniform, and they're like, oh, what are you picking up? But I go, I'm picking up this. They go, hey, good pick. So
that's an awesome feeling, though.
It is. It's nice. It's nice. It's I need to keep that around until they take away physical games forever. So,
got you. All right, so Izzy, I got two quick movie announcements that I want to give. I want to hear two quick thoughts from you about. All right. First one. Camp Rock 3 is announced with returning stars Demi Lovato and the Jonas Brothers. What do you think about that?
Isn't Demi Lovato 40?
I think so. I want to be respectful and say no. She doesn't look 40. I'm just saying.
I mean, are you sure?
I'm going to say she looks younger than 40.
I actually don't even know what Demi Lovato looks like now. Oh, yeah, she does look younger than 40. Okay, she's 33. Dude, I'm gonna get murdered.
She shouldn't be that.
Dude, I'm gonna get murdered in the comments. Oh, what do you mean? You're so disrespectful to women. No, I just didn't know how old she was, man. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I honestly, I like Camp Rock fine. The music is pretty good. I still dabble in it every now and again, but I'm not gonna sit here and be I'm begging for a third one. Will I watch it? Yeah. Maybe. That depends. Let's see how I'm feeling that day. What about you? You seem to feel a lot stronger.
You see, as the inner child of me that loved Camp Rock 1 and then was okay with Camp Rock 2, I'm happy that they're making a Camp Rock 3. I'm happy that the kids of today will be able to, probably experience some greatness. Probably.
Yeah.
But the problem is... Camp Rock, I loved it, but it has some cringy moments. Let's be real.
100%.
It had some very cringy
all of them did. All those Disney movies did.
Yeah. So I don't know
Camp
how
Rock!
it's going to
That's what I always think of. Camp Rock!
Bro, I was dying. I was they rolling up like they a gang. What is this?
It's the gif of the... I don't know what it's from, but it's the guy riding in fire. You know what I'm saying? You know that the dudes writing the Camp Rock script when they're writing that scene. It's just the fire. It's
they will throw their bows. They will throw their bows.
Excuse me, dude. It's so cringe. Look, it's gonna be cringy for sure, but cool. Dude, my hair is a mess. Yeah.
I'm not going crazy about it, but I'm happy for the kids of today.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And then last movie announcement. Matt Reeves recently said that the Batman 2 will be better than the first film. Additionally, he says that, one, this will also be a DC Elseworlds movie, and this will take Batman's character in an unexpected direction. The things that the film does for his character, for Batman and Bruce, I think it has never been done before in this way. Source, The Hollywood Reporter. Now, hearing all that, what do you think about the Batman 2? And I want to ask this too. What does it need to do in your mind or eyes for it to be better than the first one? If you like the first one.
I love the first one. Look, I think I've said it on the podcast somewhere. I think the first one might be the best Batman movie ever. Maybe. I think I've said that somewhere. If I haven't, that's an opinion I like switch up on. I watch Dark Knight, I'm like, oh, this is the best. I watch the Batman, I'm like, no, this is the best.
Yes.
Okay, topping it, I don't know. Personally, the movie could just be great. And like, I don't know, it'll be one of those like Infinity War to Endgame things where I'm like, oh, I think you could go either way on it. With him saying this is something they've never done for Batman in live action, I'm curious.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That I literally don't know what that means. So I'm just like, I'm waiting, bro. I'm so excited. I'm at the point right now where I'm like, I'm not dying for it to come out. Like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I need this movie out now. But I am like, I like they're gonna keep dropping breadcrumbs, and I'm gonna just be like, yeah, we're so ready. I'm so ready for peak. I saw another thing. Sophia Falcone is not gonna be in the movie. I don't know if you saw that. That was like confirmed. That might have been. I don't remember who I saw tweet that, but did you see that or no?
I saw it and I cried, bruh.
Bruh.
I cried.
I know. I don't even think Catwoman's in it either.
Yeah, but that one kind of does make sense because she did go to Bloodhaven and maybe she's trying to like do her thing until the part 3. Because I know aren't part 1 and part 2 shooting back to back, or is that 2 years apart?
Part 2 and part 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that was a rumor. I think they talked about that. I don't know if that's like been confirmed.
So it's not confirmed from what I've heard. My bad.
Yeah. I remember hearing that too. I would hope so, because I imagine they'd want the turnout to be a lot faster than part 1 and part 2. So I don't know. Who knows? But like I'm so curious what this movie's gonna be. Then a lot of people saying Robin. Like they'll introduce a Robin. I think that'd be cool. I'm not like, again, that's another one of those things where they could do it and I won't be mad, but also like I'm cool without it either. I think seeing this Batman without a Robin would be fine by me. There's a lot of rumors to villains. I want Hush super badly. I think Hush is like Hush is the GOAT. That's who I want. Mr. Freeze is like people want Reeves to do a Freeze because they think he could do him justice, and I agree. I think that'd be cool. Like, make him less of a wacky villain and more serious.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, like none of that. Like, go pure dark, pure serious. I think that'd be really cool. Do something like the Arkham games did. Arkham games do Mr. Freeze super well. Ooh, that's my phone.
Oh, no, all good. But I agree with everything you said. I would love Hush, by the way. Some people were saying Killer Croc. I would love that. To be honest, with part 2, I would just love a lot of small time villains, a lot of assassins, a lot of like craziness, and maybe 2 like villains that may be over the top.
Okay,
like,
well, who are your 2 villains? Who are your 2 villains then?
The 2 villains I would really want is, well, to no surprise, Mr. Freeze. And I would actually... I'm curious on Bane, only because I saw... Well, in the first one, we saw the Venom or something that he injected himself with.
I forgot about that. That was like a thing.
Yeah, so that's why I'm really just like, I want to see what the Bane of that universe looks like.
Yeah.
But I know it might not happen. I'm not going to be crazy about it if it doesn't, but I would love to see it.
Do you think it'd be comic book accurate or no? Like, do you think we'd get a big buff, like...
I think we do.
Or do you think we... Okay, I was gonna say, or do you get something more like Dark Knight Rises?
Nah, I still like that version of Bane, only because, you know, Tom Hardy did it, and I love Tom Hardy, but I think that you have to go the comic book accurate version, only because you have the Venom. Why not play with it? Like, why not go crazy with it?
Yeah, I think it holds itself less susceptible to, like, comparisons between him and Tom Hardy too, if it's like more comic book accurate. Because if it's not, then it probably would just be more akin to like the Dark Knight Rises version. And honestly, look, Bane is so sick in that movie, but I don't think it's Bane. You know, like cool villain, just not Bane. You know,
bro, the coldest lines ever. Like, oh my gosh, whoever wrote those lines for Tom Hardy's Bane, holy crap.
Yeah. So, dude,
maybe he's wondering why he shoots a man.
I need to watch it again. Dude, before this Batman movie, I want to watch all the Batman movies again. I would love to just go through all of them. But yeah,
I'm excited.
Anything else? Any other film news?
Nah, that is it for the movie announcements.
All
So
right.
now
Let's get
we
into what
get
we've been
into
watching, bro.
Izzy's favorite section.
My favorite
What
segment.
we've been watching.
My favorite segment that I usually attribute the least to because I'm rarely ever watching as much as Phil is.
Uh,
I have one thing,
mm.
right? One. No, dude, I feel like I watched something else. This always happens where I'm like, no, I swear I watched something else, but I don't think I did.
Yeah, I know you watched Dan to Dan.
Yeah, okay, so I'm caught up on my animes of the week. I watched Kaiju number 8. I watched Don Don Don.
Is it Dan to Dan or Dan to Dan?
I think it's Don Don Don.
Okay. My bad.
It's fine. I honestly doubt anyone cares. Okay. The one thing I know for sure I've been watching. I started it today actually. I watched one episode. I started watching Frieren.
Oh
Yeah, before the second season. Yeah, I watched the first episode. Dude, that first episode is like actually a banger. It's so good. The writing is super strong, and I really like the art style. I actually love the art style so much. But the writing is super strong immediately, and it's not like any sort of big plot thing. It's just a lot of like, all right, it's kind of setting up like, what the main character kind of wants to like go through, but there's no like overarching plot yet. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. They beat the Demon Lord. The Demon Lord is done.
Yeah.
But I love that episode a lot. It was really sad. I got chills actually. I was watching it. I was like, holy crap, no way this show already got me like that. Like, I'm definitely gonna keep watching. I think I'm gonna put Vinland Saga to the side for now and just try to get through Frieren. Cause dude, Frieren is like, I like it a lot. I really, really like it.
So at first, when I watched that first episode, I was like, "What the heck?" So they're done. So it's just gonna be them chilling the rest of the time.
Yeah.
And then when everybody started dying, I was like, "What?" So then,
Yeah.
what will she have? What is going on?
Dude, it's sad, and I like that they play into the whole like, what is she? She's an elf.
She's an elf that can live for like
Thousands of years. She's been
Yeah.
alive for so long. So like, I love that like all of her friends like are slowly. Look, spoilers for free in episode 1. I'm just gonna go out. All of her friends like slowly like get old. I think that's just so like compelling to like watch everyone. It's like the Wolverine thing where you watch everyone else die around you, and like that's the curse of having immortality.
Yeah.
Or like living for that long. And like the scene of her crying because she's like 10 years isn't long enough to know a person. Like holy crap! I was like, you're pulling at my heartstrings right now.
Oh
It was
God.
so sad, so freaking good, dude. And then when she asks the dwarf to like, hey, go on this journey with me to like understand humans, and he's just like, dude, yo, Frieren, I'm too old, bruh. Like I can't do nothing. What do you mean? And like, oh man, that was just so sad. It's really good. I love it a lot. I could see the show very much being for me. Like this is like, oh, this is a show like Isaiah would be like obsessed with. So it got me a lot harder than I think Vinland Saga has me right now. Not to say like Vinland Saga is bad or anything. It's really good. I'm just like, I think I want to change the scenery, and I'm like, let me just switch it up and like get through this. Also, I'm watching dub, so it's easier for me to watch. Like, I don't have to sit down and watch it. I can, like, kind of, like, multitask, you know? I usually don't. I'm usually, like, let me just sit down and watch something. But, I'm usually easier to watch more. It's usually easier for me to watch more episodes if it's in English than it is in Japanese. Just, like, purely because I don't have to read.
Bro, I'm so glad you're watching Frieren, bro. Like,
It's
Frieren
good, dude.
came out of nowhere for me, bro.
So were you watching it weekly, or did you,
I haven't finished it yet, actually. I'm on episode 5.
Oh, okay, bet. So I'm gonna catch up to you pretty quick.
Yeah, you know, I'm always watching stuff, so, you know, like, one thing I like to do, like, and then I can't wait to get into this, what we've been watching with you, because I'm picking up my method again. I always try to watch one episode of something so that I have the memory if I watch that show and go like, oh yeah, the first episode was pretty good, pretty decent. Let me see how the rest of it progresses, and I'll revisit it later.
Yeah. Just
to keep it going. But yeah, Frieren, I can't wait to finish it, bro. It's a really good story so far, and I just like I think I was more impressed on how fast season 2 was picked up.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it was big, dude. Bro, this was like the anime everyone was saying should have won anime of the year. Like, no solo leveling shouldn't have won. Okay, I don't want to be that guy. Immediately from episode 1, I get it. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is like way stronger and significantly more compelling than solo leveling is, especially in its second season. I think second season of solo leveling is fantastic. It's way better than the first. But I think it's a writing thing where solo leveling's writing just isn't that strong. Like, it has moments for sure. Again, Genu bringing back his mom is like, it's such a good scene. But, like, they don't, like, play into that hard throughout the show. They'll reference it a few times, and then it's like, okay, now I'm back on this quest to save my mom. Okay, I got sidetracked here. Okay, I'm back on the, you know? But, like, Freeren's entire concept about, like, understanding humans and immortality and aging is just, like, that's so compelling. Like, that's insanely strong, and I think it's gonna be a very deep show. I don't know how good the manga is, like, past the first season or whatever. I would love for this to be, like, a short, like, let's say 60 to 70 episodes total, and it be, like, a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, where it's, like, oh, it just, like, you get to the end, and it's, like, that last arc is just, like, non-stop peak, and, like, it feels like everything ties itself together in a bow, and it's just perfect.
Like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, like, but, like, here's the thing with Attack on Titan is it fires on all cylinders at all times. Attack on Titan is, like, just, like, holy crap. Full Metal Alchemist is super slow. It's like not like super. It's definitely like not paced like a traditional anime like would. And I would love. I think Frieren might be similar to that. I would like to know what everyone else thinks. Like I don't know if that's like a thing if people like compare the two, in terms of pacing. But I can feel it off the first episode.
Yeah.
Like it seems a lot more deeper and tackling a lot more like symbolism and themes. And I like it. I think it's really good. I like it a lot.
Big time. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about what you've been watching?
I remembered one more thing I've been watching, actually, and I'll say it really fast. I watched the most recent My Hero Academia movie, You're Next, and it's...
Have I seen that one?
It came out last year. Holy crap. I had so many chills. Like, I'm sitting there like... For the record, it's not a good movie. Like, it's not like holy crap, like, the writing is insane. It's literally the most filler of filler. But the final fight is insane. The final fight, like, goes, like, crazy. I was sitting there next to my little brother, and we were both just like, what the heck is happening? It's so good. They try and tell a story. There's, like, a decent side plot with a couple of new characters that I actually kind of liked. But, like, everything else that's going on, none of the, like, classmates are going through any sort of development. Like, it literally, like, does not matter. It's only fights. And I want to watch the other ones because, from what I understand, they're all like that. And I'm like, oh, cool. Some just good, like, hour 30, like, My Hero episodes. Why not before the final season comes out in a few weeks?
I guess I haven't seen this one yet. Okay. I thought I saw all of them, but that's on me.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, that's it. I don't have much to say on it. I liked it. I'm just like kind of like anxiously waiting for My Hero Season 8. So, yeah, Phil, take it away. Let me hear your list of things you've been watching.
All right. Well, before I actually get into my list, Matt Reeves dropped another little news!
News! I'm peeking my mic. I could see it.
It's all good. It's actually not that loud, but it's another small detail to the Batman Part 2. Matt Reeves says the villain of the Batman Part 2 has never really been done in a movie before.
Okay, so it's got to be Hush.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's got to be Hush.
Because they've done Joker, they've done Riddler, Penguin, Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, so that means it's got to be either Hush,
Court of Owls.
It's got to be Killer Croc, I think the Court of Owls is going to be in it. It has to be the Court of Owls.
You think they'll do both Hush and Court of Owls if they were to do them? Really?
Honestly, you can do a perfect thing with Hush and the Court of Owls.
Like a side plot of where he's like hunting this like weird cult.
Well, because I think like they already hinted at the Court of Owls with the whole speech on you don't know how big like this thing is. Remember that guy on the roof? And everybody keeps thinking it's about Falcone and his touch on stuff, but I think it really was about the Court of Owls. So you could do something where the Court of Owls starts getting obsessed with Bruce Wayne or something like that, and then Hush hears about it, or Hush sees all the stuff that the Court of Owls is doing to mess with Bruce Wayne, and he just instantly is all like...
Are you familiar with the Hush storyline or no?
Because isn't it about like one of his best friends or something? Because I know I saw an animated movie and happened to be past best friend.
Yeah. So that's what it is. I don't want to spoil it, but like it's very important you don't spoil it because it's a fantastic read. Everyone should read Batman Hush. It's such a good comic. But yeah, basically Bruce Wayne just reconnects with his friend, and then like all this stuff kind of happens. Whatever. I don't want to spoil like the mystery behind Hush, but it's really good. I highly recommend.
No, I can't wait. But I just wanted to bring that up because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shoot, so there really is going to be a new villain.
That's pretty cool. All right, Phil.
I'm excited.
Let's hear it.
All right, so just to get out the way, animes.
100%.
Been watching To Be Hero X,
Okay,
Dan
yeah.
to Dan Season 2,
Nice.
Kaiju number 8 Season 2, and Gachi Akuda. I haven't finished episode 10 yet, but I am almost done with it because
Okay.
I was watching other stuff. Now, I was getting back into this one show because a lot of my friends said it's actually really good, and I wanted to really finish it and really like be on my P's and Q's of getting it done. I got up to episode 3 of Yellowstone.
Oh,
Yellowstone-
really? That is random. All right.
Exactly. Yellowstone is pretty good. It is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Have you heard of Yellowstone before?
I know what Yellowstone is. Yeah, I'm very familiar. It's very popular with with a very specific kind of crowd.
I really do like it. I like the tone of it, and I like how you're in Montana, and there's these different groups of people that have power, and obviously there's the group that wants to protect like the land, protect like how like traditional things have been done, and then there's the people that want to bring in this whole new like I want to build hotels, I want to make more cities, I want to occupy this land. But you know, the people who are already in Montana are like, you can't do that. That like this is how we've always done it. So it's pretty much just like a lot of times a fight for land or like who's more in charge type thing. And they kind of went a little bit away from that in episode 2 and episode 3 because they're trying to deal with a situation that happened in episode 1. But I know it's going to play way more into it later, and I really like it so
What
far.
season are you on?
Season 1, episode 3.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's a pretty good
It's
show.
really interesting. I wouldn't have expected that from you. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, I hear
Yeah,
it's good
like-
TV, so why not?
Yeah, I was like, why not check it out? Because I've seen clips, I've seen it pop up over and over again, so I'm like, why not? And Homegirl from Pair of Kings is in it, so I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Pair of Kings?
No, never.
Oh man, the girl from Pair of Kings, I forgot her name though. What was it again? It wasn't Sophia, it was... One second, I'm getting here. Oh, Kelsey as Bill. She played Michaela Makula in Pair of Kings. But I'm glad she's in it. And and also the guard, Gino Segers, Mason Makula. He's in Yellowstone too. I was shook when that happened, but
That's
I like
weird.
it. But yeah,
Thanks.
Yellowstone is a pretty good show. It's a pretty good show.
Nice.
The last show I want to bring up and what we've been watching is a show that is on Apple TV Plus that I started, and I was only expecting to watch 2 episodes of it because I started episode 1 yesterday. I am now at episode 7.
Damn.
I'm talking about Stick. Stick.
I've heard of this.
Is,
Hold on,
yes.
I gotta this up.
No, yeah, Stick is actually a really good show that I think you would actually like, Izzy.
Yes,
Stick
I have
is
heard
about
of the show.
this professional golfer who doesn't do professional golf on his own anymore, but he stumbles upon a kid who has a crazy talent of hitting the ball super far, almost like Happy Gilmore, except this is way more like he's younger and he's an actual still in his prime Owen Wilson golfer type dude. His name's Price in the show, but he's trying to train this kid up to be the next best thing. And it's a lot of funny moments in the show, a lot of like really good moments too. But there was something that they did in episode 1 where they introduced something at the end of it where I was like, oh, now I feel bad for him. Because in the first episode, it kind of felt like any other TV show. It was kind of like, okay, like I see where this is going. All right, this is going to be redemption for him in a way. And then something comes up at the end. And I was like, oh, wait. And now I had this dilemma at the start where it was like, is he doing it for that reason? Or is he doing it for this reason? I don't want to spoil it because I really do want you to watch it. But when they introduced that in, I was like, oh my gosh. This is why Apple TV is just different with their stuff. They test out different things with story, and it actually works. Like, I was shook when that came up. And now you're going through the show. And I mean, you pretty much believe that he's doing this for reason 1. But it still feels like he's doing this for reason 2.
Do you think Apple TV is like the leader in like original content right now?
I want to say yes, but I still got to go with Amazon Prime Video.
Really?
Like,
You still think so?
I love Amazon Prime Video stuff. Like, I feel like I can go on any of their shows or original content on there, and I could just watch a banger. Like,
But like, what does
Marvelous
Prime have right
Basil,
now that Apple isn't doing? You know, like
that Apple isn't doing.
like they have The Boys, they have Invincible, they have a lot of older stuff. What's that one show everyone loves? Hold on, let me find it. I'm talking about like what are some of the things from Prime? Because like when I think of Apple, especially right now, I'm like, dude, freaking like.
You know what? Oh my
They
bad.
still make
Then-
episodes. Sorry, they still make episodes of The Morning Show, Severance,
Yeah.
Stick, Ted Lasso, The Studio. Like lately, they just like kind of like constantly make new things, and it's usually pretty good.
Then you know what? For right now, I will say Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
I will say Apple TV Plus, but I still love to go to Amazon Prime Video and watch a secret banger that is underrated that they post or just release. But
Yeah.
I think you should watch Stick.
Nice.
I think
I'll keep
you
it on my
should watch
radar for sure.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think anything. Oh, okay, really fast. Kaiju number 8 is picking up, right? Like you're not like you're with me on that. Like that last episode was crazy.
That last episode.
I'm
was really
so curious to see because it's 2 episodes left, 3 episodes left. I think
good. What episode are we on again? 10 or 11?
10. I think. I'm gonna double check.
I think it's-
I don't remember, but regardless, like, dude, these last couple episodes are gonna be. I think
Bro,
insane. They
I'm-
dropped a trailer for these next couple episodes. Like that's how
I'm
like
nervous for what's about to come, man.
I'm really
nervous.
excited. Okay, yeah, we're on episode 10, so there's still 10, 11. Yeah, there's 3 episodes left.
Okay.
I think
we
we're in
still
for a
about to
treat. I'm ready.
We're still about to eat.
Oh yeah,
I
we're
still-
eating, bro. We're eating. I'm pretty excited. Now, let's talk about something that people are pretty divisive on right now. And I talked about it briefly last week, but Phil, me and you both have watched it. We're talking about The Paper. Phil, you've watched The Paper. I've watched The Paper. I'm ready to give a score.
Yep.
I'm assuming you're ready to give a score too.
Okay.
I want you to start. Let's hear it, Phil.
Okay. All right. So just to let y'all know, I have not seen all of The Office. I've only seen a couple episodes here
Fake
and there.
fan! Fake fan! You're telling me you've
Yeah.
never seen The Office 7 times? Yeah. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I am not in.
Jim and Pam?
I'm
Gosh,
not in.
this
I
guy.
like them though. For the episodes I've seen, I like them. I think I watched up to season 1, episode 4.
Oh, you don't even
think that's
know.
where I
You don't
was.
even know that. You don't even know the half of it.
I really don't. But yeah, I don't know too much about it, which is why you should take my review with a grain of salt. The first 4 episodes of The Office I really loved. This I was very divisive on. I don't feel like there was an episode I was really, really loving, if I'm being for real.
Uh-huh.
So with that, I'm giving my official review of The Paper a 6 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. The first 4 episodes of The Office, I was laughing my butt off to some of the crazy situations and the crazy things they were saying. With this, I felt like I was there, but I was just
Baby's
watching
First Office.
Huh?
It's like Baby's First Office. It's like the office
Yeah.
for babies. Yeah.
I don't even know. It just wasn't really captivating to me.
Yeah.
It was just here.
Really fast. Brief disclaimer. I'll tell Tyler beforehand. My chair, super old. I've had this chair for... How old am I? 9 years. I've had this chair for 9 years. Okay, this chair is super old. It's on its last legs. It's going to squeak a lot. You're going to hear that. Not you, Phil. The mic. It's going to pick it up. I'm so very sorry. I'm trying so hard not to move. Like, it makes every bit of noise possible. I'm so sorry.
It's
Anyways,
totally fine.
here's my review for The Paper. It's hard. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. Because actually, Okay, no. Here's the truth. I actually like this show. I really like this show, actually. I think the 2 main leads, Ned and Mare, are actually, like, really funny. And I think they have a really good dynamic and a good amount of chemistry. Esmeralda pisses me off, but she's pretty funny sometimes. The
Yeah.
British guy also pisses me off. Pretty hilarious, though. But I think I agree with you. I think I'm at like a 6 out of 10 with potential to grow to a 7 or 8. And I think this is important because here's the thing. With sitcoms, and I said this last week, the first season is rarely ever good. The Office is a rare example. And even still, I hear a lot of hate for the first season of The Office because of how annoying Michael Scott is. Okay, especially where the show ends up going later. I think of shows like New Girl. I think of shows like Parks and Rec. First seasons aren't that good. They're usually fine. They usually get you in, you know? And I think the show does the exact same thing. I think it gets me in. I was pretty captivated by Ned and Mare's back and forth the entire time. And like that was enough to kind of keep me going. Like I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with them too. I think a lot of the side characters are funny enough. They have really good one-liners, and they're like they'll say something. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that was funny. I didn't have like a laugh out loud moment. I had except like I think the first 2 episodes I actually thought were pretty funny, and then the last episode was really funny. But I think the problem is this show is too scared to get too weird. And I've noticed that. And like a lot of the episodes are very tame compared to The Office. Like very tame. It is usually something like super small, and a lot of the jokes come from like little little one-liners they'll throw out there, you know? And I think that sucks because I think some of the most iconic episodes of The Office aren't because of like just the improv scenes that the guys would come up with, but more so like the concepts of the episodes. I think of the fire safety episode. You haven't seen that episode's freaking hilarious. In high school, I actually recreated that entire scene that they did for a class. You'll understand. I'll send it to you.
You should post it on film.
No, I can't go anywhere. It's purely on the school's high school school's YouTube channel, and you guys won't know what high school I went to. Me and Phil went to the same high school actually. Phil would know. I think of Diversity Day is another like great example. That episode is so funny. I think of the merger episode is so funny. There's a lot. Like I can go on for a while of just the Koi Pond episode, like Phyllis's wedding. There's so many episodes where it's just like the moments, the one-liners of this episode are so funny, but they do such a good job of the concepts, and that's because of Michael Scott being so weird and a lot of the characters being so weird. And I think this show was like not really fully giving into like the weirdness of it, where I couldn't like really connect with everyone. Like, I don't think the side characters really got a whole lot of screen time, and there's only a few of them. Like, in The Office, sure, the first episodes, it's just Jim, Pam, Dwight, Michael, and Ryan. Them 5. Yeah. This show, it's kind of just Ned, Mare, and Esmeralda. You know? Like...
And then the 2... What were their names?
I forgot their names. If I'm being honest with you, there's... there's the, crap,
the couple.
Yes, it's something with a D, the guy's name. I remember thinking like Dedrick. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a name I've never heard of. Dedrick and
and Nicole.
Yes. Those two, again, fine characters. They're both funny, but like the show is too scared to get weird with them. You know? Yeah. Like, their relationship isn't really put front and center. It's very much a background thing, you know? Like, they'll talk about it, but, like, it doesn't go anywhere serious. Until that amazing last episode, when, like, there's finally something there. I think of a character I actually love, I think is so damn funny, is Adam. Adam is the guy that's, like, he's, like, one of the accountants.
Adam Cooper.
Yes, he's the guy that always talks about his wife and how his wife controls him. That guy is so funny. They need to lean into him harder. Like, 100%. Yes. And what's her name? Adiola, right? Yes, Adelola is so funny too. Again, she doesn't get enough screen time. I think it's just like those things. I think this show needs a little bit more time to grow. And I'd hope for a second season, it's like, okay, your characters are established. Give them all their own sets to like really shine. Because Adam, front runner to be the funniest character in the show. Adam is so damn funny. Ned is, I love Ned. I just like his personality. I think he's pretty funny. Like, he's nothing crazy. He's no Michael Scott, but I don't think he needed to be. And, like, I love his relationship with Mare. I think Nicole is, like, pretty good, pretty level head, but, like, there's something interesting there they could do with her and Dedrick. So, like, the show has pieces that, like, can make this great. But right now, it's kind of just like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. One of my managers came up to me at work, and he was like, hey, that new Office show, because he found out, like, The Office. He was like, that new Office show? Man, it's pretty garbage. And I was like, really? I kind of liked it. I liked it a little bit. He's like, nah, man. They were never going to recapture The Office. They were never going to recapture The Office. And I'm like, yeah. But also, like, who thought it was going to, right? Like, and I didn't think it was. I think that's the difference. It's the expectation. Like, were you really thinking this was going to be The Office? Hell no, dude. Like, come on. It's The Office. The Office is one of the funniest comedies ever made. Now, can it live up to like a I don't even know. I love Parks and Rec to death. I love Superstore to death. But in terms of like cult media, The Office is definitely the show, right? The Office is the show. So, like, can it live up to like some of the other sitcoms now? Like Abbott Elementary, Superstore is a recent one that ended. Not Modern Family. Modern Family is another one of those iconic ones. Sorry. Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like that other like in my opinion, not, but in probably the general consensus, a tier below The Office. I think there's a chance it could. I just don't think right now it's there.
Yeah, this season 1, I think you put it perfectly with the word tame. That perfectly described it. But that's why, like, I'm not too mad at it, or too, like, I'm not gonna call it garbage, because I do think for this season 1 there is something they can set up that I think they were going into in these last 2 episodes of 9 and 10. One of the notes I put down is I want them to make more of the, like, the paper or the truth teller versus softies up in there. Like, I need more of those workers who were part of softies. Like, not Dedrick, not all of them who came over to the paper. I need more of them to go into the people across from them. Literally across from them. Inches away. To have way more funnier scenes. That woman where she was like, "Hey, Blondie," like talking to Mare. And then she was like, and then right when Mare asked her a question about Softy, she was like, "Get off my desk."
Yeah.
And she instantly called the boss. But I need more of those type of characters to clash with the truth teller.
And I actually think that'll happen. I agree. That's really important. I think that'll happen in the same way that like when The Office started, sure, like Kelly's there, Kevin's there, Angela's there, Oscar's there. They don't do anything until like mid-season 2, like then they start like, because dude, if you watch the first, I've rewatched The Office so many times. If you watch The Office, the first few episodes, there are random characters in that show that then they just completely take out, that they're just gone, and then they like dumb it down and find their cast. And I think the show's still finding their cast. There will 100% be a point when the truth teller will become independent and it won't need softies anymore. That'll for sure happen. Like there's a very compelling main plot happening with trying to bring back journalism, and I think that's something The Office actually never had. But I think the show just doesn't have the like funny episodes. Like I can't point to an episode and be like, "Oh, that episode was hilarious," you know? Like, "Oh, I love when they did that." Like there's not really any of that, and I think the second season I hope would like push for that more.
Yes. Like, it just needs way more crazier situations in that office.
Yes,
like,
100%. Yes.
And it needs to be softies versus the truth teller. It has to be. They need to play into that. 100%. But that's why I'm like, yo, season 2, they could go with that. They could.
Yeah, commit to it more. Yeah, I think they established characters, so I think now we'll get a lot more. I think we'll get a show that's going to feel a lot more comfortable to be weird. I hope so, at least. Ideally. But one thing I do want to shout out, Ned being a great salesman is so funny, because his character shifts so hard, where he's this guy that's like super timid and he's like, yeah, you know, I'm a little awkward, I'm super organized, and then when he's selling, he's just like, yeah, baby, we're going. And he's scribbling. That was funny. That got me. I was like, that's pretty funny.
I did like that scene because it seemed like they were trying to like redo the first call scene that Leonardo DiCaprio did in the Wolf.
Oh yeah,
that's what it was kind of reminding me of when he was first like talking on the phone trying to sell the what was it? Not hand wipes. Was it hand wipes? No.
Oh yeah, it was like their glove toilet paper. I forgot the word for toilet paper. Toilet paper that's a glove. By the way, super stupid concept. That's hilarious. But
yeah, but I like that scene.
Yeah, good scene.
Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No. Show us potential. I actually can't wait for season 2. Again, the more content I get for any of these kinds of shows, I'm in. St. Dennis Medical comes out in a couple weeks. So does Abbott Elementary. I'm freaking like here, dude. I'm thriving. Okay. So let's.
He's like, I'm eating.
I'm eating good. Hey, us sitcom people are eating good, bro. Speaking of, you have anything else you want to say?
Oh no, I'm good.
And speaking of sitcoms, Phil, I have to pee. I'm gonna go pee really fast. We'll cut this, but okay. Here's our annual cut.
So now, Zay, since we back,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
just about to get into our talk
Oh my
on
God, cursor. Sorry.
the English teacher.
Yeah. All right.
Now, we're gonna give you guys our score, our spoiler-free takes, and then our spoiler takes right after. But anyways, what do you think about the English teacher so far?
I'm torn. On the one hand, this show's pretty funny.
Yes.
This show's pretty funny. We just talked about the paper. In comparison to the paper, the show is not tame at all. This show is like balls to the walls, like hilarious. I didn't really have any laugh out loud moments actually, but like this show is just funny. Like it's definitely funny, but I don't like a lot of the characters, which sucks.
Yes.
So
yeah.
it's a hard review. It's hard for me to give a number score from like an objective perspective, like I guess a 7, but personally it's like a 6.
Yeah.
This is one of those shows. Okay, this is gonna be a hot take. I'm gonna get killed for this. Something I have a problem with a lot of like, you know, like the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Is, and even like this isn't the same thing, but like even like a South Park, right?
Yeah.
Where like the episodes sure are funny, like the concepts are hilarious. I just don't think any of the characters are likable, you know?
Yeah.
And this is one of the shows that I feel that with, where the English teacher, every character is hilarious. All their little, like the remarks, the concepts, the jokes, everything is so funny. But like none of these characters do a good job of me being like, oh yeah, like if something were to happen to you, like I'd be very, very sad.
Exactly.
I don't feel any connection to these characters at all. And I think that's why I watch sitcoms. I watch sitcoms to like connect with people. It's like, oh, I like watching these characters grow. Granted, first season of a show, I just don't think there was much evidence of any of that. And I personally just wasn't a huge fan of the like the characters. But the writing is good. The show is pretty funny. I just don't know like how amped I am for season 2 now, considering like I know what the show is.
Yeah, I'm there with you. Just to piggyback off you, I did give it a 7 out of 10 because this was funnier to me. Like you said, it wasn't tame just like the paper. It was funnier, but the problem I had was yeah, I did not like a lot of these characters. Like Evan has funny moments, and I really did like when you like. It didn't scare. Well, you know what? Yeah, it scared me for a second because I thought they were doing a school shooter episode, and
That was
like,
funny. See, that episode is so funny. That was a really good joke.
Yeah, I was like, are they really about to do this and try to make it serious and comedy for a sec? But then right when the kids are just chilling there going like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, get down, everybody lay down. They're like, bro, it's gun club. I went, oh.
So funny. It's a really
what?
good
He's
episode.
like, gun club? And then like he takes a breath, and I like that. I like that he... Because, you know, at the start I was thinking this guy is super selfish, whatever. But the fact that he grabbed a couple of kids and put them in the classroom and tried to save, I was like, okay, that's pretty nice of you. But still, there are a lot of moments after that where it's just like, I don't really like you that much, bro. I wasn't a huge fan of Gwen. I wasn't a huge fan of Principal Grant, but those two are also funny. Marky is very funny, but once again...
Marky's the best. Marky's so funny.
Marky is so funny, but I don't like him that much, too. Rick, I think there needs to be more of Rick. He's kind of a random character that says a lot of random crazy stuff.
It's such
which
random
is very
stuff.
funny.
It's like there. He'll like
Yeah,
enter the
but-
conversation and be like, yeah, guys. There was a joke in the episode. He's like, yeah, I didn't even like, I don't. He's like, oh man, I'm butchering this so hard. He freaking they're sitting in the hot tub. And they're talking about, like, what do you think about, like, if life, like, we took different paths? And he was like, yeah, I only became a student counselor because my guidance counselor asked me what did I want to do, and I couldn't think of anything, so I just said guidance counselor. That was funny. I was like, that was a good joke. Like,
I was like, oh, man. I was like, all right, bro. But, yeah, like, these characters, they're all funny. Malcolm is funny when he comes in. Trey was funny in that episode where they had to do the powder puff.
oh,
thing.
dude, the drag episode
Like,
is so funny. That episode's
that
a
was
really
so
good
funny.
episode.
That was so funny, especially on both sides when the girls are trying to learn how to play football and then the football players are trying to learn how to do drag.
Yeah.
But, like, once again, it's just, like, I'm not, like, what's the word? I'm not drawn to these characters that much.
You're not connecting with anyone.
I'm not connecting, really. It's just more of, you guys are really funny, But like you said, if you die or if something happens, if you move away, I'm not gonna be really sad. It's just gonna be like, all right, who's the next man up? Who's the next people coming in?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I will say, I think this show has really good commentaries on like on situations, and it's like really well reflected between like Evan and the school. Where like Evan's very much like, no, let's not do this, and everyone else is like, what do you mean it's normal? Like Gun Club, literally, like that entire concept of Gun Club. It's like, okay, well you can actually understand both sides, but also this is really awful to be doing this in a school. Like it, and again, this is a commentary on like gun violence and school shootings and whatever. It's so funny. Like that was just a really good episode, very well done. Same thing with like the Powder Puff episode with like girls playing football and the guys doing cheerleading stuff, and like that like entire thing, so funny. I think that's where sitcoms will shine the best, is when one, they're able to like grow you closer to characters, and two, have really good commentaries on like what's going on in society. Yeah. I always think about like episodes of a show that does this really well is Superstore. Superstore has an entire episode about healthcare, and it's like one of the funniest episodes I've ever watched of TV. I think it's so funny, where it starts off with this character just being like, yeah, everyone will donate money into a jar, and whenever anyone needs to use it, we'll just give it to them and then redonate whatever. And then that like expands into, okay, well, some people need it more than others, so here's this platinum plan who has to pay more and whatever. And it's so funny. That episode is hilarious. And I think this show does that very well, actually. I think it has really good commentaries on situations and political things going on. But I don't really like any of the characters. I really don't. Yeah. They're kind of all just funny, you know? And Evan is so funny. And I think I'm supposed to like him more, but I actually think he's just very selfish and kind of like annoying in a lot of ways. He's just really like, the way he complains too much. I'm just like, all right, dude, like, just settle down. But I like him. Like, he has a lot of really good one-liners, and he's very snarky. I love it. But I just like, again, I wish I really liked any of these characters. I just kind of don't.
I think that they will go into that more in season 2, and I think that they like, it's going to be just like the paper. I think that's the only issue they have, where they, like, you know, they were tame enough, they were funny enough. It's just that they need to find a way to make them either where you like the fact that you can hate them, or where you can like the fact that you really like them and root for them.
Yeah, it's like they're the two opposites. Where like the paper did a great job of like establishing itself, but like was very tame and not like whatever. Well, the English teacher is very good with like comedic episodes and stupid concepts and hilarious like commentaries. But the characters just aren't interesting. I would love to see in a season 2 like them get into the characters more, like have more character focused episodes. I'd be curious to see how that goes, but I just like right now I don't really see them doing that. This show feels like a It's Always Sunny, where it's just like, here's a funny episode, here's a funny episode, but like, I hit my mic, I'm sorry, but like not really anything like serious.
I will say something like that I really love, though, is the high school kids and the teachers going back and forth. I really love that, especially like even the first episode when basically, if you guys don't know, the first episode starts with Ned dealing with a... Did I just say Ned?
You said Ned, yeah, that's so funny.
I apologize. I'm still thinking about the stick. When Evan is dealing with the fact that a parent complained about, or a student complained, or a student told their parent that... A student told their mom that they saw their teacher kiss the same sex, and he's dealing with the fact that the school may take disciplinary action on it. And him having that first conversation with, I believe it was book club, and they're just talking to him, trying to give him advice, and it was just so unbelievably funny what they were saying to him. I was like, and he was just letting them say, he's like, you shouldn't cuss. And then he cusses, and they're like, oh. I just loved all those different students. I need to see more of them in season 2, and I need to have more of those in the... Even the episode where the girl said, you see, I'm going through something right now. I have, what did she say? Asymptomatic Tourette's.
Yeah, asymptomatic Tourette's. You don't show any symptoms of Tourette's. You just kind of have it. So funny.
The student next to him was like, you gotta like be more informed, and he's just like, are you faking it?
Yeah, it's actually called Kayla syndrome, but it's really triggering for her to hear it like called by her name. That was really funny.
That was so funny, bro. I need way more moments of that. But 7 out of 10 for the English teacher.
Yeah, I'm going 6 out of 10. I will watch season 2 probably. I wouldn't be surprised if I do. But yeah, I definitely want to see more out of it. I liked it though. A fine watch for sure.
Got you.
But now,
All right,
Phil, let's move on to the best TV on planet Earth. Something that only the greatest director, the greatest writer of all time could come up with. Something that, when it was announced, no one thought was going to be good, but ended up becoming the greatest superhero television show in history. And probably no one will ever come close to reaching its peak. No one will ever be this show. And if you guys didn't guess, because it should be blatantly obvious, we're talking about Peacemaker, Season 2, Episode 4. Was that good glaze? Did I glaze that show really well?
that was unbelievably. That was Dunkin' Donuts,
W
Krispy
glaze,
Kreme
bro.
type of
W
glaze
glaze.
right there, bro.
I don't actually think a lot of those things. I actually do think Peacemaker is one of the best, but I wouldn't say that like it's the best. Sorry, just so no one gets mad at me in the comments. You know, this guy's a what do they call James Gunn fans? They call like, what do they call him?
Gunnist or something? I don't know what they
Pro
say
gun.
now.
Sorry, that was a bad joke. Sorry.
Oh, no. I don't know what they say actually. Maybe gun cultist? Is that
Gun
what they
down.
say? I don't know.
Gun
Either
down.
way, he's a James Gunn fanatic,
I
ladies
love
and gentlemen.
James Gunn. I do love James Gunn. Dude, Zana's gonna send us a message like, "Yo, you gotta cut some stuff out."
Yo,
Huh.
they're saying that season 2, episode 5 is at a 9.5 out of 10 right now.
Be
For
careful.
Peacemaker.
People did that yesterday for this week's episode too. I saw it when we were
okay.
filming last time. It was like at 9.4, 9.3. It's just like people jumping on the reviews.
Never mind.
Speaking of, let's talk about it. Let's get into this. Phil, what did you think of Peacemaker season 2, episode 4?
Well, need I say door? Interesting title, by the way. I thought it was very fun. The fact that he was like trying to get out of his house to make the door, and I was wondering how he does that, which is what I appreciated about this episode. But I didn't have too much to say about it because I think that was the only thing that was really keeping me like in this episode. I gave it an 8 out of 10 for this one, like for this episode specifically, only because I really did love that it was just Peacemaker trying to like run away. You have Judo Master.
Judo Master, yeah.
Judo Master comes back in, and Judo Master pisses me off, bro.
He's so funny.
He makes me so angry, but I love him. He's funny. And then Economos and him having that back and forth where it's like, oh, like maybe I'm mad because you recruited the guy who tried to kill me. What was it, 2 months ago or something? He was like 2 months ago, and they're just like, okay, but I just thought that was funny. And then even when Economos thinking knocks over what's the homeboy's name? The dude who's trying to kill Eagly.
The Eagle Hunter.
Bro, and how many roles has he played so far for James Gunn?
Who,
like
Eagle Hunter?
Yeah, Eagle Hunter.
Is he in multiple projects? I don't even know who that guy is.
With James Gunn, he's been in the Suicide Squad as I forgot what character. He was the beginning character in the Suicide Squad. He was also Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't think that's him. That is not Michael Rooker. That is 100% not Michael Rooker.
Am I tripping?
You're 100% tripping. That is crazy.
That's really not Michael Rooker?
That's 100% not Michael Rooker.
Who is it?
I'm finding the actor right now.
I could have sworn.
Oh, it is Michael Rooker. No way! I didn't know that.
That picture of him right here.
That is so funny.
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I like the fact that Brody is always just like...
Dude, that is blowing my mind. I didn't think that looked like him at all. Am I crazy? I guess I'm crazy. I was like, dude, you're really stupid for thinking that's Michael Rooker. Are you serious?
I was like, does he have a brother? I was like, what? You were actually tripping me out. I was like, what?
Man, I need to see a picture of him in the show now. Hold on, keep talking.
Bro, nah, but yeah, like... The door thing was what really interested me because now, even at the beginning of the episode, when his father, who a-hole of the year, shoots the alien, doesn't even want to. Well, I mean, you can't question it because you can't read this. Well, actually, could the alien talk in English?
No, I didn't sound
the alien that they killed at the beginning. Anyways, that the way that portal thing worked and the whole chase on him and everything was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
pretty interesting. But besides that, I didn't really have too much to say about it, but I still had fun with this episode.
I think this show's kind of in a place right now where, it seemed like the conversation on Twitter was flipping, where people were like, "Oh yeah, Peacemaker season 2 is not good. It's not good." I don't know if you saw that sentiment anywhere.
I haven't seen it.
I think and here's the thing is, I think these two seasons are completely different actually in comparison. Season 1 was very clear what the plot was. Season 1 was okay. here's Peacemaker, here's a new mission, you're gonna go kill that thing. And that's what they do for the entire episodes. This season is so different because it isn't, okay, Peacemaker has to go hunt down this thing with the team again. It's, okay, so there's like this plot with this parallel universe. There's also this plot with Rick Flag Sr. There's a lot going on. So I think this show is sort of like, I want to see how the show brings it all together. And I think that's what I'm waiting for. So this episode I thought was good. I wasn't like obsessed with it. This show's kind of in a weird place where every episode I think is just either an 8 or a 9. So this episode I also gave an 8. Like I just love this episode because it's still funny. It's still awesome. Adrian showing up and being jealous that Adebayo's there is so funny. I thought that was he's like what are you doing here? You know, like well, you know, Peacemaker actually like I've been in there before. You know,
that's my bad. Sorry.
But the entire episode, and this is the one thing that got me, is I was waiting for her to go into the parallel universe.
That's what I'm about to say.
And
that was all I'm about to say.
I think they're gonna do it, and that's when the switch is gonna happen. It seems so obvious, like, oh, perfect opportunity where she's also down on her luck. Peacemaker's saying, hey, this universe is freaking great. Oh, she walks in, and they're gonna be saying the craziest things. Just be ready. Like, I'm so curious to see if they're actually gonna do that. But this episode ended in a different way, and it ended with an even more, like, very gripping cliffhanger. I was like, damn it. Like, that conversation, we're in full spoiler territory now, because I don't have much to say in terms of it generally, but in specifics, like, with Hardcore and Rick Flag Sr., like, talking, that was a great conversation. And him kind of cashing in on her really struggling. I was pissed when she, like, was like, yeah, like, I'll give away Chris. I was like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Like, you want him to live in the Nazi world. You want him to. Oh my gosh, if anything, I'm sorry. I'm so curious for tomorrow's episode. So freaking curious. I literally am like edge of my seat. I can't wait. I'm hoping to get time after I have some church thing tomorrow. It ends at 9. I'm gonna get home and watch Dawn Peacemaker and just freaking hit the hay, dude, hard. So I'm so excited. I love Peacemaker. I don't want it to end.
No, I'm very excited, and just like thank God that you said like Adebayo, like waiting to see if she was going into that universe or not. When she showed up with the car and then Peacemaker gets in, I was like, oh shoot, that means she's gonna go in. Like, I thought he was just gonna like automatically set the doorway or something like that in the car and then just, you know, go in there and then find a spot. But when they find the cabin and they're talking there and he's talking to her about the world, I instantly was like, okay, it's probably going to give us a few seconds of her actually going in, and then you hear somebody say, something bad.
Yeah, something bad. Something bad that I can't say. Something bad that I can't say.
But, like, I thought that was going to be the cliffhanger that they would give us at the end of the episodes, but the fact that I was still locked in on that, that's why I'm really excited for episode 5. Just to see, like, what is going on, what's going to happen. And these are also the last 3 episodes, I believe, that we're getting into.
4.
Because
there's 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
My bad. So yeah, I'm just excited for it.
I think we're all like, and I mean this like not in like a negative way, but like it's all like downhill now. Where it's like, all right, now the story is gonna like wrap up and like start like they're gonna connect everything and things are gonna make more sense. Whatever. I love Peacemaker, dude. I actually don't want it to end. I wish we were in the era of 24 episode TV because I could watch this show forever. I think it's so good. But yeah, I don't have much to say on it actually. That's it.
Yeah.
Really fast. Huh?
I'm kind of shook. I thought we would like talk way more about
it. No,
this
episode was fairly tame. Not much to really like, go on. It kind of felt like that middle, like, all right, like let's see. I think episodes 5, 8, like we'll get into it. But so we're recording on a Wednesday. Gen V season 2 is out. Reviews seem to be very positive, like very positive. Yep. People are gassing up this season. And I know it's not in the schedule, but I do want to talk about that really fast. I'm actually very excited to watch it now.
Yes.
I plan on watching it this weekend, and we'll catch up. Luckily, after they released 3 episodes like usual. After that initial, we should be able to talk about it like as it's coming out, like the day of. So like review will come out Thursday, Friday, whatever, as opposed to Peacemaker. Which Peacemaker, me and Phil talked about. We plan on doing a side thing because we want to get it out earlier.
Yeah.
Regardless, because we're always a week behind. Anyways, I'm really excited for Gen V actually, and it's nice to be in this phase of just really good superhero TV with Peacemaker and Gen V coming out, like, and Marvel Zombies comes out next week too. Like, we're kind of in like a really good, like a low key,
right now, bro.
like a very low key, like solid superhero content phase. And with My Hero coming out too, like we're just kind of like
When does My Hero come out again?
October 4th or 2nd.
Come on, man.
So yeah, dude, Gen V people are saying it's really good. So like we'll be ready to talk about it next week. We'll probably do episodes 1 through 4, I imagine. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We'll
I'll try and catch up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Phil, you know, a lot of people like exercising. A lot of people like walking. Oh. Sometimes you get really frustrated. You should take a long walk. I know I do. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see the long walk, but you did. So Phil, what did you think of the long walk?
Oh man. Just to start it off, this movie was an 8 out of 10 to me, and it was a very good 8 out of 10. Holy crap. I saw The Long Walk, and I really enjoyed watching this movie, along with was very saddened to watch this movie. This was very, very, very hard to watch. And it's not in a way where it's all like you can't watch it. It's just that that's how brutal this movie gets. So, if you guys don't know, we went to Comic-Con this year.
We did.
And one of the things that I got to do is we got to go see the Gen V conference, which was the main thing you were watching, right? Gen V?
Yes. I was also at a horror panel. That was what I did. Horror panel. It was a horror panel and then Gen V.
Got you. And because of that, I went to the Tron Ares conference. And right before the Tron Ares conference, there was 2 conferences before it. One being Alien Predator. Or Predator Badlands. Sorry.
There you go.
And the other one being The Long Walk. I got to hear from these actors, and I got a little bit late in, but I got in just in time to watch the first 15 minutes of it. Watching the first 15 minutes, it was really good. It was going exactly as I expected it was going to go. Very depressing, because everybody was saying this is the Hunger Games, but walking across the United States, or across the country, or a state, a state. But when you watch the whole movie, after you get past those 15 minutes, it gets extremely, extremely depressing, brutal, and sad, bro. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. So, with the Hunger Games, you know, there's some moments where it gets... everybody remembers Rue's death in the movie. Spoiler. Everybody remembers that when everybody got depressed. Every other character that was dying, you didn't really care. You were kind of like, okay, as long as Katniss and Peter are alive, I'm good. And then when the movie ends with them being kind of like, this one does not hold back. This one, because here's the thing. Basically, there are 50 boys from all 50 states, and they are all walking in, I forgot where Cooper Hoffman, aka Ray Garrity's character, was from, but they are all walking in that state. All of them. You get to know all of them. And I'm not even kidding. All of them. And the clear rule is you walk until there is one of you left. One. Now imagine this. Hunger Games. You got all these people clearly trying to kill Katniss Everdeen. Of course you're not going to like them. In this one, you have all of these people trying to walk. Just walk. You can't hit nobody. You can't kill nobody. You just walk. While they are walking, they have the most personal, the most good, like, dialogue I've heard in a while, and you're getting connected with them. And the worst thing you can see is exhaustion from these characters. Once you see a little bit of exhaustion, you instantly are like, no, please somebody give him a pick-me-up. Please somebody give him some food. Because that's the craziest thing about The Long Walk. You cannot stop walking. If you need to poop, if you need to pee, if you need to do anything that makes you stop, it'll be for your life. There were so many times those boys had to do, oh man, it was just so brutal. But the movie was so good, and it lived up. It literally went to that level that it needed to go. It was brutal all throughout. And David Johnson, I want to shout him out real quick. David Johnson and Cooper Hoffman, I will shout him out too. Those two were the driving force of this movie. those two were the driving force. I believe that David Johnson's character was let me find it right here. Peter McVries, and Cooper Hoffman's character's name was Raymond Garrity. Those two were literally such good best friends in this movie. And even hearing the behind the scenes of how they all connected, because I believe that David Johnson, there was a report that came out saying that the way they bonded was David Johnson asked him about the New York Knicks because, and if you didn't know this, Cooper Hoffman is the son of Philip Seymour Hoffman. And Philip Seymour Hoffman is one of the biggest Knicks fans out there. So the fact that David knew that and just asked him and connected with him through that was just really cool. Baby. But I loved all these characters. Stebbins, Arthur, Gary, even though Gary was annoying the crap out of me. Hank, Richard, Collie. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He was good. But all of these characters are so good. One small thing that I do kind of want to say was a little annoying was Mark Hamill, the Major. Because every second, whenever the boys were walking, and he's just over here like, yeah, keep going, boys. You're the pride of the country. Yeah, you're doing your country crowd. Keep it up. And then the boys would just be like, shut up. You're annoying. Be quiet. And he'd be like, that's the spirit. I'm like, oh, man. You're like, somebody put it perfectly in a review. I never felt so bad of sitting down in my life. Like, me and my friend Chris, I was just sitting there and I'm like, bro, I feel like I should actually be standing up right now. Like, I really feel like I should have been doing that.
I should be walking with them.
Yeah, I feel like I should have been on a treadmill while watching this movie. Like, it just felt so wrong for me to sit down, but it was so sad but so good, bro. And I wish there was more. That's one small thing, the reason why I gave it an 8 out of 10. I wish there was more that we could explore with this movie, which is why I kind of was suggesting I wish that they could do a TV-inspired series off of this. I wish they could. Not just on the long walk, but of where they are and how bad the area is. I know they will never do it, but I would love to see a TV series. But I love this movie. I love the actors. And I need more of... What's his name? He was in the new Karate Kid movie, Ben Wang. Ben Wang was so funny in this movie, but also he was part of the heart of this movie. Because the boys, all of them, they are the heart of this movie. All of them. But him specifically, of the Three Musketeers as they called it, even though there were 4 of them, he was the heart of this group. Mm. Him, Ray, Peter, and Arthur. All together, but he was the heart of the group. But yeah.
Can I be honest? This was one of those that pissed me off. I wasn't able to go watch it. Usually we'll review movies on here, and sometimes I don't get to them, and I'm not like clamoring to go and watch them right away. This one was really bugging me. It was driving me in. I wanted to watch it so badly. This is very a movie I feel like I would be obsessed with. So I plan on watching it this weekend, hopefully, or at least I'll find a day. I want to watch it soon. I think
you will like it, bro. I think you will. This movie, it really is I at first, when I saw the trailer, I thought it was going to be a 6 or a 7 out of 10 because I thought they wouldn't really
commit as hard.
Yeah, I thought they wouldn't commit as hard, and I thought that it would be a simple movie, like The Long Walk. Everybody's probably going to die, but then there's going to be a secret, if you buddy up, you two could win. But no, they stuck to it. They stuck to the fact that one person needs to win, and I love that. Yeah, I loved it, bro.
I'm definitely going to watch it. A lot of praise for David Johnson.
Yes, David Johnson was so good in this movie, bro.
I loved him in Alien Romulus, so
yes.
I'm he was the best. And I like that people are pointing out, this guy is a future top tier actor. Some people would probably already say it, but he definitely probably needs a few more movies. But he's kind of one of those dudes where it's keep giving him great roles in great movies, and he'll be an Oscar winner for sure.
He needs to be in more movies because Alien Romulus, that was the first one I saw him in.
Yeah.
And he was unbelievably good. But then when you see him in The Long Walk, you're thinking Cooper Hoffman is gonna be the main person who's gonna be killing it, and he did. But David Johnson was unbelievably good in this movie.
Yeah, he's not that old either. He's 32.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 32.
Let me check.
I just googled it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's 32. So he's young, dude. He has a bright career. It's really cool to see everyone like praising this actor who definitely
I'm
deserves it.
excited for him, bro. I'm
Yeah.
just excited for what type of roles he can get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited for him.
Yeah.
But
Anything else you want to say?
watch The Long Walk.
Yeah,
guys,
100%.
please.
Everyone go watch Long Walk. I will be with you in theaters this weekend, probably watching it. Hopefully, I'm trying to figure out what day I'm gonna go. I can't Saturday. Maybe I'll figure out my Friday. Maybe I'll go Friday or Sunday. I'll figure it out.
This week I got some pretty interesting movies I'm watching.
What are you watching this weekend?
Well, Friday, him.
Oh yeah.
Saturday, A Big Bold Beautiful Journey, which I actually am happy for because after watching him, I'm gonna need a light pick me up.
Not to rain on your parade. I'm hearing A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is super mixed right now.
Dang it!
I think the Metascore was at like a 32. It's very low. Not a lot of people hype for it, but that could be one of those movies that like critics, like film snobs, are gonna be annoying about, but like. But general audiences will be like, oh, this is actually a really good movie, like one of those like cult classic sort of things, you know, didn't get the recognition it deserved. Him, dude, looks great. I think it's gonna be great. I'm probably not gonna watch it. I'm definitely not gonna watch
You
it.
don't
Actually,
need to watch it, bro.
but I've been seeing it looks great, and I need to preface that it looks
looks
great.
incredible.
It looks great. I've been seeing the trailer so much that I just need this movie out. Because I'm tired of watching the trailer. I'm tired of this movie that I know is just going to end with him becoming a football. I'm 100% certain he's going to become a football. I'm so confident he's going to become a football. Like, I need you to watch it, and when we talk on the pod, we'll go full spoilers. You need to tell me if he turns into a football. Because I promise you he's turning into a football. It's going to be like some creepy, like, substance thing where it's like body horror, and his head's on the floor, and it's like a football, and they're throwing it, you know? It's gonna happen. I'm not stupid.
Oh,
that is the cost of becoming a goat. You turn into one. A football. That's what I'm saying.
You know what? That would be interesting, but I think he's just gonna give into whatever the heck they're doing.
Probably. And he'll become a goat, but at like what cost, you know? That's definitely what it's gonna be.
Giving away his soul. That's what's
But tell me it wouldn't be so funny if he became a football.
If he became a football, I'd actually laugh.
Look, yeah, like that's the thing is I don't think we could end it like that. Like that would just be stupid. Like what? Like he's a football now? Yeah, it's sick, right? He's a football.
You hear all of his like sound effects. Oh, ow!
Yeah,
every
like
single
while
time
they're throwing
somebody's
him.
kicking the ball.
He's so stupid.
Oh
nice.
man.
Yeah, I plan on watching Long Walk this week. That's the only thing I plan on watching, so for sure. But now let's talk about something a little bit more my speed.
There we go.
Let's talk about Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Phil, me and you posted our straight out theater reactions. By the way, you guys are blowing up, so thank you so much for watching it. You know, we're at what, like 200 views right now?
Yes,
right?
sir.
Something like that, yeah. Thank you guys so much for giving it the attention. Now we're going to give this movie even more attention because we're going to talk probably for a certain amount of time. Who knows how long?
Probably.
We're going to talk for a good amount of time about Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1. Phil! What did you think of this movie?
All right. This was a very well animated and very well written anime. Like this, the stories that they show you in this movie and the stories that unfold within the Infinity Castle were nuts. Were very like personal. Were very like hit you at some like where you didn't expect to get hit type of moments. And especially in that first fight that happens, that was my
no
gosh.
spoilers. And we'll get into spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. Yeah, I'm just saying, but it was very well done. Very well done. The artwork was what took me out the most because I didn't notice this until watching season 4 because it carried on to this movie. In that last episode, have you finished season 4?
Yeah, I've watched all of Demon Slayer. I'm fully caught up.
Okay, remember in that last episode where the house goes boom? Or the complex goes boom?
Yeah.
I never noticed how like real everything looked, especially the trees. And
Yeah,
the fire
they use
going up.
heavy CGI. Their CGI department is insane.
That was unbelievable. So the fact they continued that into Infinity Castle, where there were so many times they would hit some like wooden pillar or mess up the floor, it actually looked like real wooden chunks going up.
Yeah.
With the mix of them fighting, and it was just so awesome to see, so beautiful to see. Also, I was like, wow. I only had problems with the pacing of the story, in my opinion, because I know everybody was saying before, and everybody was grilling this one guy. Because this one guy was saying on, I believe it was Reddit or Twitter, like, don't go watch it. It's too much, like, flashbacks, too much everything. And I was like, well, I mean, if it's a couple, I mean, it's not too bad. But I was really feeling how long the flashbacks were, and it kind of took me out of the moment when certain fights were going on, because it would pause in that moment and then go to a flashback and then return and then go back to another flashback and then return, and it was throwing me off, which is why personally I gave this movie a 7 out of 10.
Why? Whoa! Oh my
reason.
gosh, it bugs you that much.
It was taking me out too many times, and I think the length of it just really like bugged me on that times it was taking me out. But that is the only reason. I still enjoyed watching this movie, but the flashbacks were really taking me out of the moment.
100%. Okay. Okay, so, excuse me. Really fast. Alright, so here's my review for Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. I landed at a 9 out of 10. This movie was incredible. I watched this movie in IMAX, which, by the way, is the second time I've watched a movie in IMAX. The only other movie I've ever seen in IMAX was Matrix Resurrections, actually. Watched that movie in IMAX, which pretty cool, but awful movie. But yeah, so I watched the movie in IMAX, so dude, holy crap, the visuals were like firing on all cylinders. Everything was just looking great. The sound was amazing. Everything was so good. The only gripe that I have with this movie is the exact same as yours. The pacing was not the best. But I disagree. It didn't actually take me out of the fight scenes at all. It just kind of felt like it would cut to a flashback and now we're at a hole. Like a hole, and then it would start moving again slowly, and then it'd start ramping up, and then we're back, you know? So it didn't bug me, because it was just like, it kind of just felt like how Demon Slayer usually is. Demon Slayer always does that with flashbacks. So I saw a lot of like comments on Twitter, or X, excuse me, on X, and people being like, have you guys ever watched Demon Slayer before? Of course, a lot of flashbacks. But I actually agree. I think it's the amount of flashbacks, especially with the length of this movie, that like is a very valid criticism. It's too much, but all the flashbacks are great. Every single one of them is so damn good, so I'm not mad. And the fights were still incredible. So, like, I guess for me is I understand, like, feeling like, okay, it's like the fight's getting really good and now we're cutting to a flashback.
Yeah.
I understand that, like, criticism. Like, I wish I could just watch the fight fully.
Yeah.
But I think the flashbacks complement the fight so well. Without spoiling, especially that final fight. I think those two, like, complement each other literally perfectly. And I think you still get time for that full fight and the flashback and then the rest of the fight. I just think those two things kind of go hand in hand with Demon Slayer, and it's very well done. So, to me, it's not enough to knock it so much as, like, a 7 out of 10. But, like, I can very much be like, oh, yeah, this isn't a 10 out of 10. This movie has problems. But I won't deny the writing is so good. I won't deny the animation is insane. The choreography is crazy. The characters are so good. Like, I was so in the whole time. I actually was like I hit, you know a movie's good when you hit this pose? You know, I'm leaning back my chair and you hit this.
Yes.
And you're like sitting there and you're like moving back and you're just like hand over your head like this, you know, like all that. And I was moving like crazy in my seat. Not because I also just have a hard time sitting still, but also because like, holy crap, I was just so in the entire time. And I freaking love this movie, dude. I really love this movie.
So, now, are we in spoiler territory?
Yeah, we can go to spoilers now, yeah.
All right. So, now, getting into flashbacks, like you said, they were really good, actually. Like, when I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to say I hated the flashbacks. It's just that it took me out of the moment.
Yeah,
so
and that's valid. I see a lot of people saying
that.
I think I like that's fair. I think the difference is just like, it didn't do that to me. You know, I didn't feel that as hard.
No, I feel you. I was just explaining the audience.
Yeah.
Like, there were a lot of flashbacks where I was like, this is actually really good to know. This is really cool. Especially Akaza's flashback. What the heck?
Yeah.
I did not like him before.
I hated him.
But seeing that, I feel bad for him. I feel incredibly bad.
Yeah, people
I was
suck.
like this was me during that when his flashback was coming up. Oh, great, another flashback. All right, let's see this peak real quick. And I'm watching it, and I'm just like, oh, okay. All right, he was a thief. All right. Explains a lot. Okay, his father died. Damn, I feel bad. Okay, he goes to a dojo. All right.
Channing Tatum, by the way.
Channing Tatum did a good job.
I didn't watch dub.
Well.
I didn't watch the dub, but I did hear clips of it. He did do a really good job, actually.
Wait, you didn't watch the dub?
No, I watched dub.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So IMAX and sub. Look at you.
Yeah.
But then when Kaizo, I believe that was his name, and his daughter die. Holy crap. Bro, me and the whole theater went, oh, I'm not gonna lie, bro, that's a valid crash out. And the fact that the other dojo poisoned their water to do that, and they were just some nice people, man. They were some nice people. Why are you doing that? And when the guy Akaza goes inside that dojo and kills everybody, I was like, bro,
by the way, as a human, he was punching holes in dudes as a human.
As a human. I was low-key thinking in that scene that he was just becoming an upper rank. Rank. That's what I was thinking for a second. I was like, ain't no way. Brody got so mad he became a demon. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, he got so mad he became an upper rank demon by himself. And Muzan just discovered him. But no. Was it Muzan? Muzan comes out of nowhere, stabs him through the head, and just says, you know what, bro? You so angry and you look like you trying to go through me. I'm going to make you an upper rank. I was like, so cool. He didn't even get to choose? Mm-mm. He didn't get to choose to be a demon at all. It was just, bro.
So tragic. His story was so tragic. I got chills just like you talking about it. Like it was perfect. I'm not gonna lie. Like I felt the exact same way as you. When he showed up, I looked at my friend. I go, all right, like I'm ready for this. Because look, we all know where we were. Did you watch Mugen Train in theaters or no?
Yes. Okay, no, I didn't watch it in theaters.
I watched it in theaters with my friends. We went. And that fight, we were like, it's one of those, it's so perfect because, weirdly enough, that fight plays into my criticism of Demon Slayer, but it's like the best example of like how they should do this. When Akaza shows up so randomly, you know what's about to happen. You know Rengoku is not winning. And then they do a good job of making you think he's going to win, and then he's lost. He lost. That's it. It's perfect. It's perfect. All right? So when Akaza showed up, I'm just kind of waiting for that fight, because I think a problem with Demon Slayer as a show is they do a very poor job of having strong emotional build-up to fights. They're usually, again, the demons show up very randomly, and a lot of people tell me that plays into how the demons work, but I actually think it kind of plays against itself, where it's like, okay, but like, now I'm not like, I'm just like kind of watching things happen. I don't care as much, you know? As opposed to this Akaza fight, where there's development there. There's a beef there. There's something already set. So the fight hits significantly harder. It's the same thing with the Zenitsu fight, too. The exact same thing. So, I love that Akaza fight so much. It's so perfect. And seeing his flashback, that hug, please stop. Gosh, dude. The fireworks, bro. Holy crap. Really fast, in the Entertainment District arc, when Akaza's watching the fireworks, people have been posting that clip, everyone's like, now we get it. Now we know why he's watching the fireworks. And I'm like, damn, no! It was so good. I love Akaza. He's like one of those characters you love to hate. And now it's like he's one of those characters that, no, I just love him, dude. He's so good, so well written. I wasn't expecting that.
Bro, can we talk more about that fight? Can we talk about
dude.
It was snowflake?
Oh, the snowflake. Hey, do you know why he has a snowflake? Do you know why?
Because of the earrings, right?
Yeah. Well, it's because his wife had the exact same thing. She had the snowflake.
Oh my gosh, bro.
So like his past was always with him the whole time. He just didn't know.
Bro, but the form he was using, like, I love that his thing was he wants to get more stronger, because the form he was using, that is a form for strength. That is a form of strength. Like, you know, I took a karate for a little bit. I knew a little bit of forms and everything. That form is the epitome of, like, firm, stand strong, bah, bah. Like, all that was tough, bro. So when he was fighting those guys, I was like, I'm not going to lie, because of that stance, I don't think you guys are beating this man. Like, even if you guys come close, I feel like he's just going to get stronger, because that's a hard form, like, to go up against, especially when he's moving as fast as he is.
Yeah.
Like, I was just going, my mind was getting blown when they were going from building to building, breaking so much stuff, and just,
so cool.
I was like, dang. But when Tanjiro figures out how to get rid of his killing instinct, and he just becomes like, what is it?
He enters the transparent world.
That was so cool, bro.
Okay, can I be honest? That's
That
where it
was
kind of
so
lost
cool.
me a little bit.
I
It
thought it
got me
was
with
cool.
that like super like it's cool, it's a cool scene, but it gets me
Yeah.
with that like it's such an anime thing where it's like, oh yeah, in this exact moment, I remember this very specific conversation that I had where I'm like, oh yeah, huh. That would make sense. That connects with this situation. And I remember actually my dad told me something about, and I'm just like, oh, like come on, like this is dumb. I personally thought it was a little dumb. Like that's like I don't mean to be that extreme. Again, it's really cool, but it's just like one of those like, all right, like I gotta suspend my disbelief a little bit.
But I mean, in those type of situations, especially when your life is flashing before your eyes, because you might die from I don't know Akaza, some memories might come to light. That's why I
Probably,
was like,
maybe, yeah, maybe I should
yeah,
get
that's
into
why.
like a near death scenario, and maybe I'll remember how to enter the transparent world.
Please don't, by the way,
Yeah.
rebuke. But you know, Akaza and I forgot like Tanjiro and I forgot is his name Gaia? What
Oh,
is the other water
Giyu.
breather? Giyu. I was fearing for their lives.
Oh, I
Actually,
thought Giyu was gonna die.
I thought he was gonna die.
I
I
was
was
so
like, this
confident. Dude, my
man is
theater,
really gonna die.
strong Giyu theater. Everyone loved him. Every time he said anything, they would laugh or like he like giggle or whatever. Like everyone loved Giyu in my theater. The scene when they like kind of do the fake out kill on Giyu, and it's like,
Yes.
oh no, it didn't happen, was crazy. My theater erupted.
Oh,
Like everyone was
man.
geeking. A scene I love in that fight too. There's another fight I want to talk. There's a couple of fights I want to talk about, but
Yes.
another scene really fast in that fight was when Tanjiro has Akaza, and he yells, "Akaza, I'm gonna kill you!" My
got so
entire
mad.
theater went like they gasped and went, "Are you serious? Like, what are
Yes.
you doing?" It was the
Yes.
funniest scene ever. But this, like, yeah, dude, that scene was crazy. When they're that fight is insane. His flashback's so good. When they're like the choreography with Giyu versus Akaza, when they're just like kind of going
Yeah.
through buildings and like clashing, whatever. I was edge of my seat. I was
That
like,
was amazing.
I am in my element right now. This is exactly what I needed. It was so good. But I need to talk about my GOAT really fast. My GOAT. My peak of all peak. The single
Okay.
man that makes the show for me. Zenitsu. I love Zenitsu. I'm a massive Zenitsu fan. I've always been since the first season. And he freaking cooks, dude. This fight, accompanied with that flashback, I heard some people saying, oh, I wish they did a little more. I had a friend that fell asleep and had the audacity to say that that fight was boring, and I got so mad. I erupted. I was like, you are dumb. I hate you. I can't believe you said that. Because Zenitsu's fight
That was
almost
really
made
good.
me cry.
That was really good. Bro.
Again, another instance with chills. When he's like fighting and he's getting his butt kicked, bro. And then they hit the flashback where it's like whatever. This is what happened in their lives. When he hits the seventh form,
Yes.
oh my gosh, he's like, how did you make your own form? You could only do one of them, and you were able to come up with
Yep.
your own. My god, Zenitsu.
Chills,
The aura
bro.
on that man. The aura on that man. It was so awesome, dude. Genuinely. And when the grandpa hits the Zenitsu, you're my pride and joy, I went,
Mm-hmm.
no!
Mm-hmm.
So good.
But bro, let's paint a picture for
Yeah.
this awesome audience we have real quick. So Zenitsu is running through the Infinity Castle. He's picking up on something. We don't know what he's picking up on. I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You probably did. He's going through the Infinity Castle. He lands somewhere, then the door opens up, and it turns out to be the other person who was supposed to be the
lightning,
what's-
like the successor to the lightning stance.
the successor to the lightning breathing, or
Thunder
lightning
breathing, whatever.
Thunder breathing. Yes. Anyways, they start fighting. Well, before they even start fighting, they have the coldest talk.
Oh my
ever.
gosh, dude, they do. Their talk
Oh
is
my
so
gosh.
dope. And the red lightning, too. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Hey, you want to get a man
man.
going? You want to get me going, Phil? Show me some other colors of lightning. That's all I'm
I
saying.
do not want to do that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, bro. You want to get me going? Show me different colors of lightning.
Yes, but bro, when they are just circling each other, just talking to each other and going like, oh, like, you only know the first form, I know all these other forms. Like, what are you gonna do? And then they just go in, and Brody's saying, like, first form, thunder breathing, like, hitting him, and then you're thinking he actually has a chance because he's in that mode where it's like he's super serious. And
He's locked in.
was it? Yes, he's locked
So
in.
in the
I'm
show,
like,
it's
bro.
usually like when he's asleep, but in this case,
Yes.
he's wide awake. He's
Yeah,
wide
he's wide
awake.
awake. locked in. That's why I was like actually like in the zone when that fight was going on. But when he gets like thrown off and goes down like that abyss or something, and you're thinking, whoa, he might actually die. But then Brody gets it. That was
So
nuts,
cool.
bro. That was
Yeah.
actually nuts.
It's so
And
good.
then when Brody, like, I forgot who was the one person talking to him because I think he was like, "Oh, now we're both gonna fall and we're both gonna die." And then Brody catches Zenitsu and
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you
I
know
forgot
what's
that
even more
guy's name, but
pathetic?
he's the other demon. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you know what's even more pathetic? Or he said like dying alone to a dude who like made his own.
Yeah, he's like, you know, it's even more pathetic. Like, yeah, because the guy's like, "Oh, I'm gonna die at least with you, huh?" You like, and he's like, another demon saves him, and he's like, "You know, what's more pathetic? Dying alone." And then the guy just dies. And it's
Yeah,
like, damn.
bro. I was like, no, no, no. This is the fight. Like that's what I was thinking at first. I was like, this is the fight. Then the Akaza fight happens, but I was like, that is the most painful thing to die. And you're thinking like, oh, like at least he's gonna die with me. And then
No, dude,
somebody
that's
comes out of nowhere. Oh,
embarrassing.
a random dude comes out of nowhere and just goes, "No, I'm gonna save him." But you know what's even more pathetic? The fact that you're about to die alone. See
Yeah,
ya. Like, bro.
yeah.
No,
Zenitsu's
that's
my goat. He cooks so hard. I actually really love the like dual nature of that fight, where it's like
yeah.
it very much felt like a duel. Obviously, every
Mhm.
fight when it's one on one is a duel, but it felt like
Yeah.
that, like samurai, like swords. You know, like they're walking and they're talking. You know, in a circle, they're circling each other, and they just clash. So good,
Yes.
dude. I loved it. Final fight that I want to talk about, that I want to mention, the Shinobu fight.
Mm.
Rough. So let me paint the audience a picture. And I'm watching. So my friend, I'm sitting next to one of my friends. He's read the whole manga, so he's very aware of the manga.
Mm.
Fun fact for you: the Shinobu fight actually happens very late in the arc. It's a
Oh.
lot later. So they actually made it the first thing instead to like tease the second movie. That was like
Wow.
the point. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I actually like. I think that's probably a good decision because it
Yeah.
like it's like it like really shows you the weight of what's going on. Like this is gonna be a
Yeah.
very dark, serious movie, whatever. But dude, when she walks into the room, my friend like geeked. He goes, and he like puts, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to watch a crazy fight, aren't I? So I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, bro. Nothing could have prepared me for how depressing that was. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, dude. I love Shinobu so much, and she
Mm.
really put her heart into that. She tried.
Yes.
She really tried.
Up
But
against an upper rank two.
yes, she really tried. And the freaking demon was so arrogant. He sucked, dude. He sucked. And
Oh,
Shinobu's backstory about how she was never able to do it and that like her sister wanted her out so badly. Frick, dude.
that
Frick.
hurt.
So unfortunate. So freaking unfortunate. Needless to say though, great fight. A lot of emotion there, and I was like glued immediately. I didn't feel this movie's length, by the way. It was long, but I didn't feel it like at all. The movie was just kind of done,
Yeah.
and I was like,
I felt it.
holy crap! Like, what did If I were okay, maybe this like I felt it, but like in the sense that I was mentally drained. Like I was
Mm.
like, bro, like I am going through a roller coaster right now. Like, holy crap. But yeah, what did you
I'm
think?
glad
Shinobu
you
fight.
enjoyed it, bro.
Yeah,
But the Shinobu fight, that's how you pronounce
yeah,
it?
Shinobu.
That was an unbelievably great way to open up like your one of the big fights because we already knew there were going to be a lot of crazy fights.
Yeah,
I because once again I have not read the manga.
neither
I
have I.
do not know too much about Demon Slayer. So I always know whenever it comes to a movie there are going to be at least 3 or 4 crazy fights. There's going to be fights, but they're always going to be the core 3 or 4 that are going to happen. And the fact that hers was first and it was up against an upper rank 2, that took me out. And I'm already thinking, how is she gonna beat this dude? How is she gonna like do it? And I just kept thinking to myself. And at first, when she used the poison on him the first time, and I was like, okay, now cut his head off. But then I remembered, oh shoot,
She
her sword
can't.
isn't thick enough. And I was like, oh crap, you might as well just run. But when she goes in and then like Brody's talking about, I punctured your lung, did this, did that, you shouldn't even be able to stand up. And then she gets faster out of nowhere and she's just like stabbing the heck out of him and then stabs him up top on the ceiling. And you're thinking it's over. But then Brody heals himself and kills her. And that wrecked me.
Yeah,
That actually wrecked me. Like I
we thought she cooked.
I really thought she was about to get one of the craziest kills, and then Tanjiro was gonna up her by maybe killing the upper rank one. But seeing that, I literally just went, "Oh, so nobody's gonna win." No, I got so mad in my head. I was like, nobody's gonna freaking win in this movie. All right, fine. All right, fine. Show me all these deaths then. I don't care. But then right when Zenitsu got the win, I was like, all right, we good. We 1-1.
Yeah.
And then right when Akaza, my bad, Akaza goes down, I went, okay, we're okay. We're okay. But the Shinobu fight, that wrecked me.
Yeah. A great way to start the movie. Really fast, one thing I didn't bring up from the Akaza fight, when they do cut off his head and he freaking grabs it and puts it back on, I was like, bro, oh my god, please stop. Like,
You know how scared I was?
Dude, yeah, same.
You know how scared I was?
Dude, yeah, I'm sorry to come back to it. I just, like, we didn't talk about that. Like, the fact that the fight kept going, and they get up his head, and then, like, he's still fighting, and then, like, his head starts to grow back. Oh my gosh, dude. Everything. This movie was just so, like, emotionally taxing. And it was like, you really feel the dread and the, like, like, you're just as tired as they are and they're the ones fighting. You're like, holy crap, dude. I can't imagine part 2 and 3.
This is going to be the one time I say, thank you, flashback. Because if Akaza didn't remember anything, Tanjiro and Giyu would have been dead.
Oh, for
they
sure.
would have been dead. They would have been obliterated. Because thank you for that flashback to let him know who he is, or to remind him who he is and where he came from. Because if he didn't, if he just attached his head or whatever again and just went in like he did, Demon Slayer would have been done right there.
Yeah.
It would have been done right there. Holy crap.
So you watched the movie dub?
Yeah, I watched the movie dub.
Have you watched the whole show dub?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually not a fan of the dub. I actually don't like the dub at all. I'm like, I for me, it's just the guy that voices Tanjiro I'm not a big fan of. Especially compared to the sub. I watched the entire, most recent arc dubbed because I needed to watch it while I was doing homework. So I watched it in dubbed and I was like, dude. Nah, man, no. Zenitsu's great. It's Alex Lee. Inosuke's great. It's Bryce Papenbrook, the Eren Yeager.
Eren Yeager.
A lot of the cast is fine. I just don't like Tanjiro's voice, actually. I just don't think it's the right fit at all. And it's too tame, it's too chill. I don't know how hard he gets when things start going. I haven't seen any clips of it, but I don't know if you've listened to the sub, dude. Oh my gosh.
I never have, actually.
It's a whole lot of yelling. It's just a whole lot of yelling, and like anytime he says Hinakami Kagura, I get chills. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, do it.
Oh, that's how good it is?
It's so good. I love the Demon Slayer sub, and I am a dub guy. I usually watch dub, but if I don't like the dub, I'll watch the sub. Demon Slayer sub is so freaking good. It's so damn good.
This next season of Demon Slayer, then I might try it in sub.
You should check it out, or listen to clips. Watch clips. I could send you some clips. I'll send you some fights.
Okay.
It's really good.
Because I like you. I watch dub because I think the sub just messes with me when I'm trying to watch the fights.
I feel that.
That's what messes with me. But I tried Vinland Saga. I watched in sub. That was the first one. Then I watched Solo Leveling in sub.
Oh, really? You watched Solo Leveling in sub? Solo Leveling, dude.
Because I couldn't wait, bro. I could not wait.
Yeah, I waited.
When it came to the episodes, every single time a new episode came out, in season 1. People were always tweeting about what happened, and I was like, no, I don't want any spoilers. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it. And the sub was really crazy for Solo Level.
Are you going to do the same thing for My Hero?
I watch dub with My Hero, but if the voice acting is better, sub...
No. I watch dub too. I think they're both really good. I've listened to both. But, obviously, sub's going to come out first, and then, dub's going to be 2 weeks behind. So are you going to watch sub to keep up with it?
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't get spoilers of My Hero Academia, strangely enough.
Okay.
So I think I would have enough time to wait for the dub and then watch it. But
I'm 100%
to be honest,
for the dub,
to be honest, I might try it out in sub just to keep up with what's going on.
Then don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me, because I refuse. If I start something in a certain language, I don't like changing. Because it kind of puts me off. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to remember who's talking. I don't know what character's that way. Who just said something? And then I look and it just messes with me. And I feel like you kind of grow a connection to the voice
Yeah.
a lot of the time. So when the voice is different, I don't like feel it as hard. So yeah, I won't. I'll be waiting the 2 weeks.
Solo
or 3
leveling
weeks.
and sub and dub is crazy.
I haven't listened to the sub
It's
at all.
so cool.
I actually forget that there is a sub. You know, it's like one of those things I only ever hear dub because Alex Lee is so good.
Both are really good though. Both sub and
check
dub,
it
in
out.
my opinion, are really good.
I should check it out. But anyways, that was another episode of the Film Podcast, virtual
Yes, sir.
edition, where we talk about news, TV shows, everything under the entertainment sun in a way that anyone can enjoy. Please,
Yes, sir.
please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow, ring that bell on everything: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials.
Yeah.
Keep giving us the love. So glad to be hanging out with you, Phil. Great conversation. Do you have anything else
Yes,
you want to
sir.
say to the camera before we turn it off?
All I want to say, because we've been doing a good job with these videos lately, and I want to keep it up. Thank you, Sal Saperstein.